So yeah, I joined close. So it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago where I actually ended up getting kicked from Team Viral. Ice decided to kick me. He was telling me how I was like inactive and all that. Out of the blue, like I didn't even know I got home one day and I just checked Skype and I was in the Skype chat. And apparently there was like a whole Twitter DM with like a few Team Viral members that I was added to. And Ice just right off the bat asked why I was in the Team Viral group DM because he kicked me and all that. And then there was like all these questions asking like why I was kicked and all that. And it was never really explained to me why I was kicked. Iced or Duck never really mentioned me, and it was not Duck's decision to kick me. He had no say in whether or not I should be kicked. He actually thought I shouldn't have been kicked. And Duck actually liked having me on the team. He thought I was really a good player. It was Ice's decision to kick me. And you know, he's co-leader, so he was able to do that. And he told me that I was like inactive in the chat and all that. In all honesty, I try to be as active as I could have been in the chat. Like, for starters, they're all, like half of the team is in the UK, and they're like the only ones who really talk. And whenever I talk in the chat, no one ever really responds to me, like I told them that. And so it's hard for me to continue to keep this conversation when no one even really talks to me in the VL chat. So the day that I was kicked, because they're all in the UK, I messaged him about it when I got home, and I had to wait a whole day to get a reply on why I was kicked and all that. Okay, so it was about a month. It was like almost exactly a month ago. By the time this video goes up, it would have been exactly a month ago, but exactly a month ago, I messaged Ice. I was like, glad to see you guys taking this so professionally. And then I get a message 3 in the morning. I didn't read it until like following afternoon. Or the afternoon the following day. But that was basically when he told me that I was like inactive and all this, and he said that he's never seen a Black Ops 3 clip from me, and I'm solely Black Ops 2. Like, I do have Black Ops 3, but I'm not really able to play it all the time. And I was having troubles with installing it. And I was telling him how I never really got my disc until Christmas, and so it kind of took me a while to even get Black Ops 3 in the first place. And then Iced actually said they kick people getting ready for the RC, and I could deserve the roster spot if I can hit and be active in the chat, but for now take a break. And I was arguing back because I really didn't know why I was kicked in the first place. I told him that I hit all these clips before Black Ops 3 even came out, and nothing was ever done. I never had an introducing or anything go into a team Taj. And so in reality, I was hitting clips while I was in the clan before Black Ops 3 came out, and I told them my issue with Black Ops 3, so really this shouldn't have been a problem. A few days later, I was added back to the chat. I think Duck added me, I don't remember. And I actually found my situation to be really awkward because they were having someone else edit the roster and all that. And I guess they never put me back on the roster, like ever since I was quote unquote kicked. And that kind of made me mad because Doug added me back, but he never said anything about putting me back on the roster. Like, I don't know, I was just confused. And then they were talking about how like, oh, here's the new roster, here's the new VL roster. Basically, I wasn't on the roster. So I guess I was back in the team, but I wasn't on the roster. So technically I wasn't in the team anymore, even though I was in the Skype chat. Then I'm just like basically convinced that I'm not in VL anymore. And then I was playing with my old buddy Misk, and at the time and still now he is currently in close society. And then playing with him in Six Mans, I kind of was introduced to all these other close members who I started befriending and playing with more often. And then I told them about like my whole Team Viral situation. And Close Society was having a recruitment challenge at the time, and they kind of informed me of it, so then I decided to go for it. It was like an open clan tag RC. Then the next week and a half, I'm like going for clips, and I never hit anything for the actual RC. I might have hit like 1 or 2 clips, I don't remember, but I don't think they were like good clips. I think they were like borderline leftover clips, but I was playing with them for a while, and then Dreams was talking about, hey, you know what, Kleb? You know, you might actually make a good fit for the team. But he didn't recruit me that day. He, it was either later that day or like, it was like the following day when he actually formally recruited me. He put Close Kleb in a emblem with a question mark, and then asked me if I wanted to join. And so that was how we joined Close. And I joined about, I think it was on, I don't remember. I think I joined on the 26th of January, so like a few weeks ago. And so in the VL chat, I basically said that I left VL and I talked about how I joined close, and then I just left the chat. And then like an hour or so later, one of the clan members decided to add me back to the chat, and I don't know, I just thought that was kind of funny, and then he messaged and he was like, "No, Kleb, we need you." So that was when I left VL, but I was still added to the chat, and then the messages I sent ended up getting buried, so no one really saw it. So I just decided to stay in the chat, but like I changed my whole Skype name, my picture, and all that. And then it wasn't until like February when they ended up asking me about it. Ice decided to ask me about it. Like he came to me and he was like asking me if I was in close or not. And I told him I didn't know if I was in VL because I wasn't on the roster. I got kicked before and I wasn't on the roster even when I was added back. He told me I was still in the clan, but I never blatantly told him that I left VL. So I just ended up staying in the clan chat. And then it wasn't until like, oh wait, now that I'm checking my chat with Duck. Okay, so he said that it wasn't his decision to remove me in the first place. When I left the clan, late January, he told me not to leave, and then I told him that Iced already wanted me out and all that. And then this Friday, Duck decided to talk to me about it. So anyways, I told him how I left the clan when I left the chat, and I left all those messages saying why I left. And then I don't know why someone added me back to the chat. And Ice did tell me that I should take a break when he did kick me. So I basically did leave VL. And this is the wrong class. So basically I did leave VL and join Close Society when I was recruited. And then I told him like, you know what, it does kind of make sense for me to join Close for now. I mean, Ice did tell me to take a break, so my way of interpreting that is I should take a break from VL, and maybe if I want to join back, I can. Or maybe when I'm actually able to hit Black Ops 3 clips, then I'll possibly go for an RC, that type of thing. But for now, I'm just going to stay in Close, because Close Society, they're actually a Black Ops 2 clan, and at the moment I'm only able to hit Black Ops 2 clips, and I have had so many clips on Black Ops 2 that I've wanted in introducing. Or no one has worked on my introducing when I was in VL. And I really wanted a Black Ops 2 introducing, and I didn't want my clips to go to waste. In that video that I made previously, when I showed my clips of 2015, I kind of did that as a pity video. Anyone in VL to watch it and be like, yo, he actually has really good clips. Why doesn't he have an app or anything? Oh wait, we're Black Ops 3 solely. Things could have been fine if we decided to be multi-COD back when I was in VL. And so I just think I have a better fit in Close. And Dreams even said that. Like, I basically met at least 10 people in Close already. And I've befriended, like, a lot of them. And I just think Close Society has been a better fit for me. And I'm able to play with a lot of them because a lot of them are in the US, so our time zones are more compatible than half the people in VL who are in the UK. And so I'm going to be in Close for a while. I don't know how long this is actually going to last. And I've been in 4 clans, I think, so far in my COD career. And I haven't had like an episode or anything, like specifically like towards myself. Like I've had my all or nothing montages that I've made myself, but like an actual episode or like being in, actually I was in a TKA team Taj, or like a few of them, but I don't think that really counts. The point is, I think I'm just better off in Close for now. And I was thinking about getting into like an actual knifing team or something. I think getting an actual knifing team will benefit me a lot more because I will get more people who like understand me, so to speak. Like I went for the SKRC a while back, but I never hit any clips for it. Although it might be interesting that I don't have Black Ops 3 because a lot of clans nowadays are solely Black Ops 3. I mean, some clans are going multi-COD, but not a whole lot. I haven't hit a free-for-all shot in so long. Like, I know they're not usable, but I mean, like, it's been so long since I've hit one. Alright, so I was actually planning on hitting a free-for-all shot to showcase in this video, but I didn't hit a shot. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put up a TDM trick shot that I hit last week on the 7th. I basically hit that when I joined Close, getting my hairline crossed. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Leave a like if you did. I'm just gonna have the trick shot play. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Radar is down. Our generals will be pleased.